Hey everybody, welcome back to REV'N News. I'm Joe Sebergondi. You know, an interesting happens in Pigeon Forge every year, and it's because of the efforts of this man right next to me, Bobby Alloway. Shades of the Past, an event that everybody's talking about. Bobby, how many years?
This is our 33rd year this year, yes. I've gave away, we build a giveaway car for that event every year, and I think we've done about maybe 27 giveaway cars for that year. So,
Dollywood this year, or is it
Dollywood Splash Country? Dollywood Splash Country closes down on Labor Day, which is great for us. Our show is always the weekend after Labor Day, so we're right there adjoined to Dollywood Splash Country. It's wonderful.
How many cars do we get at Shades of the Past?
25 to 2,700, but there's probably 10,000 in town.
Small little show, huh?
Yes, you know, all of them don't come over. The town of Pigeon Forge it's unbelievable. It really is.
Bobby, I could kind of assume, but what kind of cars do we draw? A wide mix. I'm sure a lot of them kind of are 50s and 60s or 30s and 40s. Any other?
I'm proud to say this. We're 72 back. But everybody that's anybody has been there in the last few years. We give away a top 25. In our top 25, we do a best of show, and out of the best of show, we let our top 25s pick that car. So you're picked by your peers, which keeps me out of the equation, so I don't have to show any favoritism or whatever. But you're picked by your peers, and every year we've done that, the right car has won because people that know what they're doing has picked the cars.
Yeah. And not to mention, that's really the best form of flattery is being selected by your peers, right?
I don't know how you would want to be picked any other way other than someone that has done exactly what you have done, has been, as the old saying goes, been there and done that. So that's the guy you want to that's the guy I want to judge my car. 3,000
cars, 10,000 plus people. That's not just something you do in a weekend. How do you fit in producing an event like that?
Wait. Friday and Saturday, no Sundays. Travel day on Sundays. We let you get out and go home.
That's smart too. But how do you put together an event like that in the midst of everything else that you do?
We've done it for 33 years. It's an all-year deal. I mean, by the time we're starting on it now, like we've started on the giveaway car now, but we've got 11 guys that do this deal for us, and all of us. I mean, every one of them work real hard at it, and it just comes together. It does. I think we've done a real good job. It's we keep having everything to go up every year, so I mean, it's wonderful.
I'm sure there's a couple key people that are underneath the Bobby umbrella that really help make that event what it is. Who are some of those folks behind the scenes, maybe, Bobby, that are really making that event what it is?
We have a guy by the name of Dan Draper. He's our car show chairman. He works every day for 365 days to keep this going. He stays in touch with this. He's retired, so he has time to do that. Guy that works for me, a great friend of mine by the name of Joe Bailey. He does so much. His son Josh works for me. Everybody contributes. So we've got Roger and Kenny Huffstutler that does our swap meet, and it's sold out every year. We've got 11 guys, and all of them contribute very, very well to the show.
And in addition to the manpower, it sure doesn't help when we have a few of our folks in the industry helping us as sponsors. You have any sponsors for the event that you've been working with, Bobby?
Well, I've been very fortunate. I've knew people like Scotty Clean and those guys and Brian Brennan, and when Boyd was alive, I would always call them in and get them to come in. So it doesn't really hurt for those guys to be walking around at the show either. So.
Sure.
And Street Riders Road Tour is there every year.
I saw Brian Brennan here as well.
You're exactly right. Yes, and they've been very good. But you know, they're there, and you can get them there one time. You can make them come one time, but getting them to come back the second and third time, it has to be something they want to do. So and hopefully. And I will guarantee you, if you come, we will take care of you. You get some Southern hospitality there.
Well, I bet a lot of those guys, at least those smart journalists in this field, make that Shades of the Past their first one that they put in that calendar each year.
I hope so.
Yeah, well, Bobby, thanks again. And before we let everybody go, I want to just talk a little bit about where you stand within this whole judging that goes on with these shows. I mean, you are the guy, as I've understood, that they go to, whether they're going to come up with a class or they're going to expand the class, or what rules and what changes are going to take place.
Now, you know that's only an opinion. a judge has only got an opinion, so there you go. I don't know why. Yes, I have been a judge here for the last 3 years. Now, if you're in competition, you have to bow out. So I'm out this year. Luckily, I think it's a conspiracy because usually there's 10 cars. This year there's friggin' 18 cars. That, you know, it always happens the year that I come. But you know, I judge the Shades of the Past show with some guys that help me. We do the Nashville Good Guys show. We do that. We do the Barrett Jackson Legacy Cup in Reno, which I think is a big deal. I mean, gosh, the prize there last year was $57,000 to win it. TV coverage and all, and you know, it's an honor. You don't really want to do it because you're going to make a bunch of people mad. You're going to make 1 or 2 people happy, but somebody has to do it, and I'm honored that they value my opinion.
Yeah, and from what I hear, you're definitely the guy for the job. It is somewhat of a thankless task when you have to put together criteria for judging. And to your point, you know, there's a couple of people that are happy, maybe the other few aren't. As long as they feel like they're getting a fair shake and that these rules or changes are the right ones, that seems to be what you're doing. I'm sure those guys are very appreciative. They have a lot of time, effort, and energy too.
Well, I'm sure that some of them aren't, but you know, this year we've got 18 cars, so something must be going right. And still yet, guys, it's a beauty contest. It's still, which one do you want to take home with you at the end of the day? It doesn't have to be the most expensive, the most detailed, the most this, the most that. They're still ugly. I always said the old deal was a lot of people don't judge ugly. You need to judge ugly in this deal right here because it is a beauty contest.
You've been here for a couple days. I know you've been busy. I know a lot of focus has been on these 3 cars. Have there been any other cars that caught your attention as you've been walking around?
Well, sure. I mean, I'm in competition with them. They've got some. Lord, I'm so nervous I could thread a sewing machine with it running right now over some of these cars. But yeah, there's a very good bunch of cars here. Some good builders came this year. It's a great show.
Well, look, and it's just the first one almost of the year. We got a few more to go. Bobby, thank you so much for the time you spent with us. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.